told you who you are? Was it your past? Was it other people's opinions? Was it your mistakes? Or was it God? Hello, and welcome back to the Word Woman. Here is where we talk about faith, identity, and purpose, especially for those of us navigating seasons where life feels uncertain. And we're learning how to trust God in a deeper and more intimate way, one step at a time. Because the truth is, a lot of us are living based on labels we never should have accepted. The enemy's goal is to confuse your identity. Because if he can make you question who you are, he can keep you stuck. He'll plant thoughts like, you're not enough, you'll never change, you're too broken, you're too old. God can't use you. But those are all lies. And if you don't challenge them, you'll start living like they're true. False identities are often formed through pain experiences, rejection, failure, words spoken over you. I grew up in an abusive household. My dad was a wounded and angry man who mentally and physically abused my mom and his children. He was the only male in the house, full of women, one wife and four daughters, which he didn't like very much due to wanting a boy so badly. But he would always tell my sisters and I how we should be more like the children down the street from us, how smart and obedient they were, amongst other things. Can I tell you, he didn't even know those kids or their parents? Over time, those words can shape how you see yourself if you start believing them. But just because something happened to you doesn't mean that's who you are. Your identity must come from God and not your circumstances. Listen, here's what God Himself says about you. You are chosen, Ephesians 1:4. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, Psalms 139:14. You are a new creation, 2 Corinthians 5:17. You are free from guilt and condemnation, Romans 8:1. You are more than a conqueror, Romans 8:37. You are complete in Him, Colossians 2:10. You are accepted and beloved. Colossians 3:12. You are victorious. 1 Corinthians 15:57. You are called a friend. John 15:15. And there are so many more scriptures describing how God views you. This is your identity. This is my identity. Not what you've been through, not what people said, not what you feel on your worst day. I know you don't just hear truth once and everything changes. So what do? You must renew your mind daily. I know you've heard this before, and honestly, you really don't want to do it because it's work. But Romans 12:2, transform your mind by renewing it. This means by studying and meditating on God's word, you're replacing those lies with truth, speaking God's word over yourself every day, being intentional about what you believe. Because whatever you believe about yourself will shape how you live. Where your mind goes, the body will follow. A lot of people are striving to become something instead of realizing they already are who God says they are. You don't have to earn your identity. You don't have to prove your worth. You live from it, not for it. This is where it becomes practical. Start asking yourself, what does God say about me in this situation? When insecurity comes, when doubt comes, when you feel unqualified, go back to the word. Believe it. Stand on it. You are who God says you are. He predestinated you, called you before time, and wrote a whole book about you. And when you truly believe that, everything changes. Thank you for being with us on the Word Woman podcast. If this episode encouraged you, share it with a friend who may need to hear this message. Do you feel like you're starting over? What helps you hold on to hope when life feels heavy or uncertain? What areas are you struggling the most right now? I'd like to hear from you. Leave a review or comment on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, or YouTube podcasts. It helps the message reach more women. Become a part of the Word Woman Podcast Facebook community and download my free 7-day devotional, Faith Over 50, to help you grow stronger in your faith. If you're ready to know God on a deeper level, learn to rest in Him, and get help with the struggles of life, download my workbook, Becoming Who God Created You to Be. Link is in the description. Follow the show so you never miss an episode. Until next time, remember, you can break free from false identities that's trying to label you. Start believing what God said instead. God bless you.